When you plant a seed in the ground, what happens? Wait. Stick with me. Okay. When you plant a seed in the ground, there's a growth process that takes place, right? If you want tomatoes, you get the seed, you dig a little hole in the ground, right? You dig the hole, you plant it in there, okay? You put the dirt over it, okay? And then you start watering it. And a day goes by. Nothing, of course, right? You water it some more. Another day goes by. Another day goes by. Okay, some weeks go by, and finally, something sprouts up in your material world, and there it is. But we know how that growth process works, right? Your desire is the same way. You have a fertile subconscious mind where you can take that desire of yours, that one, yep, and you plant it in the subconscious mind, and there's a growth process around it. Fruit never falls prematurely to the ground. That is a beautiful quote that I heard from the book As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Right at the turn of the century of 1900. Fruit never falls prematurely to the ground. And you, maybe not, but you may be under the apple tree shaking that thing like, hurry up. And I get it. You're standing underneath that tree like, come on, quicker, faster. But we have to understand that fruit never falls prematurely to the ground. There's a growth process there. And it's the same thing with your desire. And this video can save you so much time, so much angst, restlessness, anxiety on this topic of reality creation, because you have to take the seed and plant it and let it grow. But the thing is, you see, with the growth process, with the apple tree and the tomatoes and a baby, we know how those take place, right? There's a certain time frame. We've seen it enough times to where, okay, yeah, it makes sense. This reality creation topic and planting a seed in the subconscious mind, that's a little more of a gray area, isn't it? But you can see the alignments between the two. Okay, planting a seed in the ground, you don't see anything for a little while. But you don't worry. You don't go dig up the seed and think, oh, wait, is it growing? No, there's this root system taking form below the surface that you cannot see yet. Now with your desire, there's some roots that need to grow before you see anything yet. When I moved to Spain in 2021, I went there not knowing anybody, not knowing Spanish, not knowing the city. I just jumped in, and I lived there for 2 years teaching English. But when I first got there in 2021, I could have rushed it. And I did rush it. I got really anxious. I wanted things to happen very quickly, you see? I wanted to meet my people. I wanted to learn the Spanish. But I had to let the growth process take place. The first few months of that growth process were wildly uncomfortable. But man, I let it grow. I gave it time. I nurtured it. I kept nurturing the process. I kept putting myself out there to meet people, to learn the Spanish, to adventure around the city. Kept throwing darts, kept watering that process. And all of a sudden, month 6, I look around and I'm like, wait, oh my goodness, look at what I'm doing here in Spain. Look at these incredible people around me. Look at how I'm learning so much Spanish. I'm really like growing something here. Something is happening. And each of our desires are different. So each one of these seeds that you have, it's going to have a different growth process to it. It's just your job to plant the seed and start watering it. Start watering it. And if it is an actual desire of yours, a real desire, one that doesn't flake off easily over time, if it's a real desire of yours, you're going to be nurturing that thing automatically. Because when you plant it in here, you're going to be watering it daily, because you're going to be thinking about it daily. It's going to be marinating in there. The roots are going to be digging deeper and deeper and deeper. And you're going to see things sprout up in your material world to give you the sign that that full form of expression is on its way.